Let's go and have a look at some scores before we chuck ourselves in this lobby. So, tight at the top. 169 points on board for Cutler 182 in first. Nipping at his heels though is D.90 with 164 points. Pajonski sitting in third with 142 points. Millerman fourth with 136 points. Aldo fifth with 130 points. We've got Dusky in sixth with 121 points. Alien Swift in 7th with 118 points. Rob Scott in 8th with 113 points. Old Crawler in 9th with 112 points. Real tight there in that mid-pack. And a big old gap back to Dominator now. So we go from 112 down to 85 points for 10th place Dominator. And the bottom half of the table, we've got One Eye Lou on 68 points. Nipping in his heels though in 12th is Hulky with 67 points. Got Corky on 60 points in 13th, Vroom Room 14th with 50 points, and DDR Justin Gant with just 4 points on the board. So I think he's done and dusted for the season. Right, into the lobby. Merch still available, people. Stickers and t-shirts. If you want any of those, hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com or via the Facebook page. And yeah, if you want any of those, let me know. Into the stream then. Who we got in the room tonight? 12 drivers. We've got Cutler, Pajonski, Millerman, Old Crawler, D-Dot, Dusky, Rob Scott, Hulky, Alien Swift, DK10. That was Dominator, I believe. Aldo and Corky racing tonight. So yes, it is an endurance race tonight, 50-minute. We have a 15-minute qualifier just to set ourselves up ready for that, which is already underway. So let's get out on track and find out who is where, shall we? So someone will have to remind me whether they carry the weight over from last week's last race for the win. Do they carry that success ballast over? And if anyone knows how to get the contrast right on my PlayStation, please let me know. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything I can do about that on the old PlayStation. So, currently then, we're only just about 4 minutes into quali. Pajonski has got himself a pole position with a 1:37.538. D-Dot behind him, a 138.222. Still plenty of time left in qualifying though. Wow, Millerman. He did say he wasn't keen on Paddock Hill. Sorry, yeah, Paddock Hill. And there you go. He's got it all wrong. Picked up an awful lot of damage as well. All the way back in the pits now. Right, let's have a flick through again. So Pujonski first, D-Dot second. Millerman third, but no time to look at. What is he, a second back from Pujonski? That puts him on a 138.5. The MK10 is put in a fourth position on the grid, 138.8. Dusky, he's got a 139.2 for fifth currently. Rob Scott, sixth in the chocolate wagon, 139.5 for him. Alien Swift in seventh. The Taylor Swift liveried monstrosity, 139.9. Corky's left the room. Get back in here, Corky. Stop messing about. Hopefully it's not connection issues. 139.9 then for Alien Swift. Hulky, 8th. He's got a 140.0, but he is damaged on this lap, so he's got to make his way all the way back around to the pits. Someone's just pipped him for that position. Who's just moved up the field? Was it you, Millerman? Oh no, it's Rob Scott with a 138.5 there. So Old Crawler 10th with a 140.5. Aldo 11th. No hot lap on the board yet. And we've just lost Corky, unfortunately, during this qualifying. Hopefully gets himself back in the room. D-Dot then. Oh, no. Make your mind up, Pujonski. He's still leading, 137.5. D-Dot is nipping at his heels though. 137.6 for D-Dot. There is Chloe Hewitt's livery. As close as we can get it in this game. Yeah, big shout out to the Chewitt Racing family, putting their name behind this. Where are you going, Cutler? That's not the way. Rob Scott then 4th, Millerman 5th. Little purple sectors he's chucking in. Who have we got about to start a lap? Let's find somebody about to start a lap. D-Dot, you'll do. So D-Dot's also streaming his perspective live, his POV. So if you fancy any of D-Dot's live stream, get yourself over to Facebook, D-Dot90. So down this start-finish straight then into Paddock Hill Bend. Again, tricky turn this one. Just wants to push you out wide into that sand pit on the left-hand side there. Oh, just like that. Up to Druids then, hard on the brakes, hugging that apex. Looking for a good run on the way out, spinning those wheels up for D-Dot. Let's change that camera angle up a little bit. Through Graham Hill Bend then, again, just got to be careful not to run it too wide there. Down into Surtees. Another tricky corner, late apex, just here. Little purple sectors from D-Dot, he's not messing about. Closing up on Rob Scott as well, so I benefit from the toe down this back straight. Under the bridge into Pilgrims and back up the hill into Hawthorns. Still quarter of a second faster than anybody else at this point. Oof, Rob Scott going a little bit wide. D-Dot follows him off track. Is that going to compromise that lap time? This is where a lot of drivers get it wrong. Through Dingle Dell and up through Sheen. Again, a lot of drivers just carry a little bit too much speed out through there and run themselves on the grass on the left-hand side. Still up is D-Dot. Sterling's power back on, showing the hazards to Rob Scott behind. Just say thank you for staying out of the way. Is this going to be a pole sitter lap? Yeah, just over 2/10 on the last time in line. Blim, there it is, a 137.394 then. Pujonski struggling. Cutler still holding that third. Everybody running a little bit wide there on that first turn. Oh, there he goes. That's exactly what I'm talking about through Sheen. One wheel on the grass and around you go, DK10. That's that lap thrown in the bin for him then. No fuel or tyre depletion, fuel use or tyre depletion during qualifying, so it doesn't actually make much difference. Oh, there's Dusky just getting paddock hill wrong. So yeah, they're not the easiest cars to drive, the Minis, to be honest. You throw it into a corner, it starts to slide. You think, I've got this, and then it decides it's going to grip, and it grips for like 1/10 of a second, and then it lets go again. There's Corky. We're not getting Corky back in the room. He's not here, is he? Send a little message on the group chat, see if he's coming back. No, not shouting at him. There you go, see if he reappears. Going to be pushing it a little bit late though. We're almost up to 11 minutes in qualifying. So Cutler has retaken pole, 136.8. 3/10 quicker than Pajonsky, who's also managed to pip D-Dot, so they've both managed to jump him on that grid order so far. 137.1 for Pajonsky. D-Dot then 137.3. See what he puts in through this next timing line. Oh, he's down over half a second. Millerman just gone a little bit quicker, a couple of tenths. Holds him in fourth at the minute. Dusky parked up at Druids, sitting in fifth for the time being. DMK10 also parked up, sitting in sixth. Rob Scott 7th, 138.5 for Rob. Alien Swift 8th, 138.7. Aldo moved up a little bit, 139.0 for Aldo. All Crawler also going a little bit quicker there, 140.002. Unfortunately, that puts Hulking out at the back of the pack, 140.0. Just behind Old Crawler then. Up on this lap. If he can keep that pace up, he'll retake that position off of Old Crawler. So yes, a 50-minute enduro coming up. Gotta save those tyres, watch the fuel. See how they get on tonight. Pajonsky then, last year's champion. Were you last year's champion, Pajonsky? I think you were. I forget. D-Dot's still in third then. He's not managed to better that time yet. Millerman fourth. Nobody swapping positions. Oh, Alien Swift moved up in position, but I think that's only because someone chucked themselves in the pits. I believe it was Aldo. Or maybe not. Well, somebody came in the pits. How's D-Dot getting on? What's this lap going to be? It was a little bit slow last time, I think. Yeah, 0.3 of a second. This is last ditch effort now then for D-Dot. Got just 1 minute left of qualifying, so anybody out on a lap now. Pujonski crossing the line as well. He gets another opportunity. And he has just retaken pole off of Cutler. 1:36.7 there for Pujonski. You may as well have not driven round Druids there. You almost cut that corner completely out. So Pujonski back on pole then. Cutler second. Still out on track. He's down as well. 0.8 of a second. Again, this is going to be last ditch. He's not going to hit the finish line before 20 seconds, that's for sure. Where's the Dotster? He's still out on track as well. Just missed that timing mark. So I don't know whether he's up or down at the minute. Risking it all, D-Dot. Where's Millerman gone? Oh, D-Dot, that's it. That's thrown away now. Half a second down and on the grass. Where has Millerman gone? Oh, there he is. He is still in the lobby. That's not looking good for Corky. There it is. Pujonski crosses the line then to take that pole position. 1:36.7. Cutler second, 1:36.8. Millerman. Oh, no, sorry, D-Dot. Get back to D-Dot. D-Dot third. No time on the board. 0.6 of a second down from race leader. So he's on about a 1:37.3. Millerman fourth. He's got no time on the board for him either. Dusky in fifth, 1:37.8. DMK in sixth with a 1:38.2. Rob Scott in seventh with a 1:38.5. Aldo in eighth with a 1:38.9. Rob Scott eighth with a 1:38.5. Hulky ninth, 1:39.2. Old Crawler in ninth. What? Alien Swift, you're screwing me about. Throwing yourself in the pits. Don't make me probe you. So now it's just screwed up the grid order because everyone's chucked themselves in the pits. There you go, look. Just like the Italian job. Only Englisher. Looks like Pujonski's just chucked himself in the pits as well, going for a different tyre strat. We'll see how everyone gets on tonight then. You can see it's already been a little bit tricky for some drivers. Lone Wolf Racing Millerman. Quick hello from me again, Mr. Smoker. Hope all's well, dude. Yes, Mr. Gameford. Yes, it is. Thank you very much. Mr. D-Dot. Lights, camera, action. Not far off, mate. Not far off. Like I've said, if you fancy seeing D-Dot's POV, get yourself over to D.90 over there on Facebook. Swear at him a little bit and then get yourself back over here. Stop it, Millerman. Drive that car properly. Or not. Just wait for this one to get underway then. Nah, he's took it too far, look, he's took it too far. That's enough for you, Mr. Millerman. Let's have a look at the Probathon, the Alien Swift. Lobby settings just being changed then. So racing softs to racing hards available. Tyre wear set at ×8 and fuel depletion set at ×2. Again, no fuel depletion or tyre wear in qualifying. And different tyres as well. We're getting a little 5-minute break between qualifying and race 2. So you know what's coming now? A little bit of an advert. Got to chuck that in. Right, why is it not letting me chat to you lot back? Sign into chat. I'm signed in! Ugh, stop it. I'll have to chat to you on here. I could just say it, couldn't I? Really. Cheers, Jake. Right, can let me chat now? No? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, stupid systems. You still don't want me to chat on there. I've got to go via YouTube itself, not through the streaming software. Stupid. So yeah, the 5-minute break just gives everyone a little bit of time in between qualifying and the race. Obviously a 50-minute behind the wheel can get a bit much, and I'm sure drivers want to relieve themselves before the race sets off. Not that many drivers are doing that. We've got a few out on track still. Thank you for being a legend as per usual, dude, and hosting the comms for us. No problem. Best of all time, might add. Well, there you go. Thank you very much. Right, I best go quickly. Say good luck to D before the race. Thank you again, dude. No problem. No problem. I don't actually know who you are, Jake, in terms of gamer tags. That's the only confusing thing when it's a different gamer tag to Facebook name to YouTube. You know, it just all gets a bit confusing. Alright, let me get myself in so I don't miss the start of this race. It has happened before. I've even left it on a black screen whilst chatting over the race, and people can't see a damn thing. A long time ago. A long time ago. Alien Swift, there you go. There you go. That'll be you then. The Probinator. Being sneaky at the minute. Look, he's got himself pole position. Send it. Send it. That's what it says on your number plate. So send it. Right, there you go. Cutler just giving us the shout. All to track. Let's go racing. Ah, that's you. Ah, okay. So who's WSR Corky then? I thought that was... Well, that was you, Cornick, Corky, you know. Yes, the Probinator. Probinator 3000. Here we go then, 15-minute endurance coming up. The Chewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup round 6 live from Brands Hatch. Will they all make it round turn 1 cleanly? Oof, well, soon find out. Pajonsky on pole then, Cutler second, D-Dot third, Millerman fourth, Dusky fifth, DMK sixth, Alien Swift seventh, Aldo in eighth. We've got Rob Scott ninth, Hulky in 10th, Old Crawler in 11th. Only 11 drivers. We missed it. Oh no, sorry, Hulky and Old Crawler have switched places. So they get away now then. Big piles of smoke from the wheel spin off the line. Every driver getting away as well this time. Heading down towards turn 1. Pajonsky holds the lead. Cutler tucks himself in behind. D-Dot holds that third position. Everybody gets through turn 1 cleanly. Oh, jiggling for positions already. D-Dot's looking to run around the outside of Cutler through Druids to get a better run down towards Paddock Hill. Sorry, Graham Hill. It's not worked out. He's lost a bit of time. He's put himself under threat from Millerman there. All still on track. But Pajonsky on the racing softs already pulled a little bit of gap over Cutler. Cutler also out on the softs. D-Dot in third on the soft tyre. Millerman on the hard tyre in fourth. Dusky mediums for fifth. Alien Swift mediums for sixth. Rob Scott softs seventh. Aldo in eighth on the mediums. Old Crawler up into ninth, making up a couple of positions on the hard tyre as well. DK 10 in 10th position. Old Crawler, oh, it's chaos through Hawthorns. Alien Swift's got it wrong. Old Crawler's got it wrong. Both picked up damage as well, so a trip back to the pits if they want that repaired, or they can carry on racing with it. Will affect their top end speeds though. Look at the gap Pajonsky's pulled already. 1.3, 1.4 seconds over Cutler. Exactly the same tyre strategy as well. D-Dot on the softs also holding on to third. Millerman doing a great job so far on the hard tyre. Losing a little bit of time to those top three, but not that much to be honest. He's still got Dusky for company on the mediums as well, so he's not out of danger yet. A bit of a gap back to Rob Scott then in sixth, who's also made a couple of positions up. DK10 in seventh. Got Aldo eighth, just slot him on at the inside of Hulky there through Graham Hill. Hulky in ninth. Alien Swift in 10th, still racing then, decided not to pit. And Old Crawler 11th. How far back are you? Only 2.8 seconds. See how we get on. Again, you're probably going to see one or two drivers throw themselves off this circuit at some point. Easily done. 2-second lead then for Pajonsky. Needs those points for the championship. Cutler then holding second, D-Dot third. Millerman and Dusky getting a little bit close together as well. That's a different tyre strategy. Starting to pay dividends then for Hulky. Oh, sorry, Dusky. Yeah, just carrying a little bit more speed out of those turns. Runs wide. Dusky then slots one up the inside. Carry the line into turn 1 as well, so he gets himself into 4th position on those mediums. 5th for Millerman on the hards. We've got Rob Scott closing up as well. I think Rob's on the medium tyre also. DMK 10 on the medium tyre. On board with Rob Scott then. Oh no, he's on the soft tyre as Rob Scott, so should make short work of Millerman and Dusky really. DK10 just a second back, so not out of danger yet with that fight either. Oh, there you go. That's that Mini just letting go and then gripping again. Doesn't lose any time either, DK10. Milliman then on those hard tyres. See how long he can keep those going. Johnsky risking it through Sheen curve there. He's still 2.7 second lead over Cutler. He's doing something right. Tyre wear looking a little bit worse on the Johnsky's than they are Cutler's though. D-Dot looking very similar to Cutler on tyre wear. So Johnsky's just got to manage his tyres a tiny bit better than Cutler and D-Dot behind him. Unless he can gain enough time to not have to worry about making that stop a little bit earlier, we'll see. Cutler and D-Dot, oh, it's a good run out by D-Dot. He's not got the speed to get Cutler into Graham Hill. Using the toe then down towards Surtees. Power back on. He's going to follow Cutler down here. He's going to get a good toe as well. Is it going to be enough before Hawthorns? Closes up. Cutler's keeping that Mini right in the centre of the track. Not going to make it easy for D-Dot to go through. Oh, you could have slotted him on there, D-Dot. It would have been a brave move, but you could have done it. All over the back end of Cutler as well. Nowhere for him to go through here. Be the end of both of their races if they went for a move through Sheen. Stick with him. Oh, a little bit sideways through there. You can see, that's what I mean. The back end of these minis just lets go and then grips again. And all this time, Pajonsky is just stretching out up front. 3.1 seconds he's now got over Cutler. Cutler's still got a mirror full of D-Dot 90. Lost a bit of time through those last couple of turns, D-Dot. Got to be careful he doesn't lose Cutler altogether. Starting to stretch that gap out. 1 second between himself and D-Dot. D-Dot's got some work to put in now then. Again, Pajonsky just starting to run away with this one. 3.1 second lead currently over Cutler. Again, his tyres looking a little bit beaten up already. Versus Cutler's got about half as much wear. So does that play into Cutler's hands? We'll find out later on in this race. Dusky then into 4th position. Rob Scott has managed to get his way past Millerman as well on those softs. Unsurprising. Millerman on the hard tyre, but he is still holding 6th position. DMK on the softs in 7th. Aldo on the mediums in 8th. Got Hulky 9th on the medium tyre. Probinator in 10th. He has got the medium tyres on, a little bit of rear end damage as well. And then Old Crawler 4.6 seconds down with that front end damage on the hard tyre as well. So yeah, going to be running slow for the time being, Old Crawler. So Johnsky, that tyre wear I think is just starting to affect him. Even 10 minutes into this race. Johnsky might have to stick a set of boots on yet. Gap's still at 3 seconds though. D-Dot's kept himself just in touch, just a second between these two. D-Dot needs to close that gap up, doesn't want to be cutting turns too much either. You'll be picking up penalties if you're not careful, D-Dot. There is Rob Scott all over the back end of Dusky for that 4th position. Again, it's medium tyre versus soft tyre here. Not able to close up through Surtees. Just get a little bit of time back as they head into Hawthorns. Ooh. Checking out the off-road in there, Rob Scott. He's going to have dirty tyres through here as well. Oh, lucky, kept that pointing on the black stuff. Through Sheen then, you can see Dusky's Mini sliding all over the place through these fast turns. See a couple of corrections on the way through for all drivers. Yeah, Rob Scott then, 1.1 seconds down now from Dusky. Again, those soft tyres just blow through a set pretty quick. Johnsky's already done his set. And he is losing time. 2.7 seconds the gap down between himself and Cutler. D-Dot's still right there with Cutler as well, just 0.8 of a second back. Dusky 6.2 back. Rob Scott about 1.2 seconds back, so his tyres starting to give out. Millerman under threat here for his 6th position. DK10 slots one up the inside at Druids. Aldo looking to get that position as well, closing up on Millerman, just 0.6 of a second back, carries a lot of speed through Graham Hill as well. The inside at Surtees. Again, Millerman can't really defend here on those medium tyre, sorry, on the hard tyre. Millerman will be gaining a bit of a tow from DMK Dominator. Sorry, not Dominator, he's changed his gamer tag. So that doesn't give Aldo the move he needs. It's allowed Millerman to keep himself out of danger down that back straight. Still pressing Millerman for that 7th position. Down the hill, up back towards Sheen Curve. Everyone getting through there cleanly. Hulky then in 9th, having a little bit of a lonely race at the minute. 10 seconds in front to Aldo, nearly 15 back to the Probinator. Probinator's been in for a fresh set of medium tyres. Old Crawler's followed him in. He's also come out on a fresh set of softs as well. Ditched those hards. Just the mediums left. So that gap down to 2.2 seconds. When are we going to see Pajonsky pit? Cutler still got plenty of life left in his soft tyres. D-Dot's looking a little worn out, so anybody know how Cutler does it? Answers on a postcard to we want to know how Cutler saves his tyres.com, and still holds sort of second. Coming down rapidly now then. Pajonsky starting to really struggle on those tyres. So all that lead he built up is slowly being eaten away. It's down to 1.3 seconds. Oh, that's not going to help Pajonsky either. Wheel on the grass. Send that Mini a little bit wild. 1.2 seconds, 1.1 seconds. D-Dot just out of that slipstream range as well. So are we going to see Pajonsky pit? No, he's going to stop out. I think you're going to lose this position, this lap meet. Dusky then 7.6 back. Rob Scott again struggling on those soft tyres. Losing more time to Dusky on the mediums. DK10 in 6th. He's got Aldo and Millerman. Aldo looking for the inside line into Paddock Hill, which he gets. Millerman drops down to 8th now then. Again on the hard tyre. Mediums on for Aldo. Hulky in at 9th then. Just going through Paddock Hill himself. Old Crawler up into 10th, and Alien Swift, what have you done to yourself? The Probinator all the way down in 11th, 5.2 seconds down as well. A lot of work for the Probster to try and make that time up on Old Crawler. There you go, Pajonsky under all sorts of pressure now. Down through Dingle Dell up towards Sheen again. All three drivers through there cleanly. Cutler closes up again into Sterling's, not enough to make a move. Johnski just keeps himself in front for the time being. When are we going to see him pit? It's not this lap either. So he's going to have to be careful around some of these turns now. Turn 1. Just keeps it 0.3 of a second between himself and Cutler. D-Dot's managed to close this gap back up as well. How long could Podjonsky hold on to this first place? Cutler closes up again. Struggling on these tyres then, Podjonsky. But I've got to give it to him, he's managed to hold himself in front of these two on these beaten up softs. So on board with D-Dot in third then, looking at the second and first place man. Podjonsky having to go defensive then, side by side. Again, Podjonsky just holds it. Cutler's looking for a way around the outside. Has he left the door open for D-Dot? No, he hasn't. Comes back across and closes that. Oof, D-Dot just dipping a wheel on the grass. So it is Podjonsky leading then. Cutler second, D-Dot in third. When are we going to see Podjonsky come in the pits? Is it going to be this lap? It does seem to be hanging it in tight. Yes, so he's coming in the pits now then. That releases Cutler. Goes Podjonsky into the pits. There's D-Dot right behind Cutler though. Still very similar on tyre wear these two. I think D-Dots are a lot more beaten up now though, after he's had to close that gap back up on Cutler. Yeah, Cutler's still a lap or two's worth of life left in those, to be honest. Dusky then into third on those mediums. Podjonsky back out on another set of softs. Aldo fifth on the mediums, yet to stop. Millerman on the hard tyres in sixth, yet to stop. Rob Scott's been in, fresh set of softs on board for him, but he has managed to pick himself up a penalty as well. DMK DK10 in eighth, he's also swapped those tyres for a fresh set of mediums. Old Crawler came in a couple of laps ago and stuck on a set of softs from the hards. Hulky has dropped himself a set of hards on, and Probinator has got himself a set of hards on, but he's losing time all over the place. Picked up more front end damage as the Probinator as well. So Cutler out front, still being harassed by D-Dot. Blue flags should okay, that'll be why there's blue flags, because Alien Swift's in the dirt. Still nothing in it between Cutler and D-Dot then, even though D-Dot's tyres are looking beaten up. Podjonsky back into third. What is he, 10.4 seconds back from Cutler. Idea what a pit stop length is here? 15, 20 seconds, 25 seconds. Can he close that gap up? Dusky then in fourth, managed to pick himself up a penalty as well. Again, yet to stop Dusky on those mediums. Aldo yet to stop on his mediums in fifth. Millerman still out on those hard tyres as well in sixth. Rob Scott, a fresh set of softs on board. Did you come in? Lap 9? I think it was. DMK 10 then, out on a fresh set of mediums. Old Crawler on that set of softs he's been on for a few laps now. Hulky back out the pits, a fresh set of hards. Alien Swift back in the pits. No tyres, no fuel. Not getting damage repaired. That might be it for the Probinator. Back up front though, Cutler's managed to stretch his gap from 0.3 up to a second. Neither of these drivers coming in yet. No, they're not. Going to stick at it. So it's still a second between these two. Podjonski bringing that time down. 7.5 seconds behind D-Dot. 8.5 back from Cutler. Dusky then still holding 4, still got a little bit of a penalty to lose. No, he hasn't. So Aldo on his mediums, closing up on Dusky in 5th. Rob Scott on the softs, being harassed by Millerman on his hards. There's a DK10 in 8th on the mediums. Old Crawler 9th. Hulky in 10th, he stays out this lap as well. Oh yeah, he's just come in, fresh set of hards. And there is the Alien Swift Star. Cutler just starting to make a break now from D-Dot, gap up to 1.4 seconds. Yeah, so D-Dot's tyres looking absolutely beaten up. I think they were worse than Podjonski's when he came in. Just slowly bringing that time down, 7.3, but we're already starting to see wear on those fronts. There are the top two, just going around the final corner. So he's taken another half a second out of Cutler's time. Cutler stays out, D-Dot comes in the pits this lap. Podjonski goes through. Where are you, D-Dot? In his box now then. Doesn't need to worry about fuel yet. Didn't have to worry about fuel all the race actually. Back out the pits in 3rd. Millerman also in the pits. He's going to get rid of those hard tyres. So what are the gaps now? They're back up to speed. 7.7 back from Podjonski. 14.6 back from current race leader Cutler. Gap between Podjonski and Cutler was 7 seconds. It's now 6.3. Again, starting to see that wear show up on Podjonski's tyres. Cutler's beaten up now, but he has done 13, nearly 14 laps on them. So Podjonski might have to do an extra stop here. Push the tyres as hard as he can, but he might have to stick that extra stop in just to keep himself on fresh rubber. In the background on those worn mediums, we've got Aldo having a battle with Rob Scott. It's Aldo on the worn mediums versus Rob Scott on a fresh set of softs. He gets himself up the inside as they run down the hill. He's going to have the advantage through Sheen. Through he goes then. Rob Scott into 5th. Aldo 6th. DMK in 7th. Millerman 8th. So he's ditched those hards, come out on a fresh set of softs. Let's see what we can do with those. Old Crawler in 9th, Hulky in 10th, and yeah, Alien Swift definitely not seeing the end of this race. That time coming down a little bit more now then. Cutler 5 seconds over Podjonski. So his tyre's starting to compromise him now. What's Podjonski going to do? 4.8 seconds the gap. Is he going to follow Cutler in, stick another set on? I wouldn't have thought so. I think he's probably going to stop out. Completely different strategies for Cutler and Podjonski by the looks of it. D-Dot in 3rd, still 6.8 seconds down on his fresh set of softs. Scott in 4th then. Won't be long before he's back in for another stop. Aldo not stopped on his mediums yet either. DMK in 6th, so he's been in. Fresh set of mediums on for him. Another penalty to lose though. Millerman 7th on those fresh set of softs. He's just made his way past Dusky, I believe. Crawler another 11 seconds down on a pretty worn set of softs now. And Hulky on those hard tyres. Still rolling. Did you come in on lap 9, possibly? Cutler in the pits. Why won't he let me go to Pajonski? There he goes then. Cutler gets released. Where's D-Dot going to come out? Side by side as they hit Paddock Hill. Graham, oh, it is Paddock Hill. D-Dot just gets himself through then. Now Cutler on the fresher tyre. 1.4 back, 1.3 back from D-Dot. 7.5 back from current race leader Pajonski. There they are. Pajonski goes through. Here comes D-Dot and Cutler. That gap coming down. Just a second between Cutler and D-Dot. 6 seconds between D-Dot and Pajonski. Again, you can start to see that tyre wear on Pajonski's car. Has he got his strategy right or not? What happened, Jake? What happened? I just see you in the pits. What happened? I know you picked up a little bit of front end damage, but no more probing from the probinator tonight then. What sort of lap times is Pajonski putting in? 139s, yeah, 138s, 139s. D-Dot behind, 140s, 139, 139. Cutler as well, slower laps, 140, 148, 142. So it might just keep Pajonski with the gap he needs. So over the halfway point of this race then, Pajonski leading it again. D-Dot picking himself up a penalty. Is that going to allow Cutler to take that position? Oh no, crashed out the pits. How do you crash out the pits? Just said no. Yeah, I've been there before, mate. I've been there before. Just I've not crashed into the pits on the way out of the damn thing. I've been hurtled into the pit wall myself by other drivers. So we're just watching this battle between D-Dot and Cutler. It's been brewing all race. Pajonski in the meantime has just managed to stretch his legs out in the first stint. He's managed to stretch his legs out in the second stint as well. So D-Dot still trying to lose his penalty. He's desperate to hold Cutler behind him. And he's going to do so for another lap. Is he going to lose his penalty through here? Almost. Manages to keep Cutler behind him again still. Oh, looks up the inside as though Cutler. D-Dot closes that door off rapidly, loses his penalty now, so he can get up to full race pace again. This is all benefiting Pajonski, still 5.6, 5.7 second gap. Still putting in 39s as well. then using the toe from D-Dot down the hill. Is it going to be enough into Hawthorns? I don't think it is. Oh, D-Dot runs wide. Cutler's got himself up the inside with that little mistake from D-Dot. Slots himself through into second then. He's now the chase car looking at the back end of Pajonski. 5.5 seconds still, that gap. .20 minutes remaining. Pajonski leads. Just going to go for fastest lap. Fair enough. Well, how many rounds have we got left, Jake? Don't discount it, you know. You might end up the other drivers stick it in the wall halfway around the track and they've got to do a full lap with damage. I do try and encourage people to finish races. It is, you know, it's all points on the board, because if you don't score maximum, you know, as many points as you possibly could this week, next week you might have a really good result versus your closest rival, and if you hadn't have quit this week, it might put you in front. That kind of stuff. So, Pajonski, 19 minutes remaining. It's going to be about 18 by the time he hits the pit straight. He's losing a little bit of time to Cutler again. Cutler's tyres looking so much better than Pajonski's. But Pajonski's got the pace on those fresh tyres. It's just when the tyre wear kicks in, it starts to lose that time. Now then, are we going to see him chuck himself in the pits at the end of this lap? Is he going to do one more and then go for one more set of softs and run himself to the end? We'll probably put him back in third position, but he'll have those fresher tyres to attack the two drivers in front. Gap down to 4.2. Yeah, so he's really starting to struggle. He's stopping out again for another lap, is Pajonski. Cutler gets the gap down to 4 seconds. D-Dot another 2.3 seconds down. Really struggled then to hang on to Cutler. Rob Scott into fourth. His softs looking a little bit worse for wear as well. Millerman fifth. He's now out on those soft tyres. So was losing positions hand over fist in the first stint due to the hard tyres. Dusky in sixth then, but he's being harassed by Aldo. Both drivers on the medium tyre. Aldo's a little bit fresher. Closes that gap up down towards Paddock Hill. Not close enough to make a move into Druitt here either. DMK DK10 in 8th. 13.2 seconds down. Old Crawler, who was chasing him, has just chucked himself in the pits. He's going for a fresh set of tyres as well. Hulky in 10th, and there is the Probinator back out on track looking for fastest lap. Yeah, you need a fresh set of tyres on and a lot less fuel on, I think, Alien. Oh, that gap come down massively then. Pajonski's made a dreadful mistake somewhere. It was 4 seconds last time we checked. It's now 1.1 seconds. Pajonski's going to have to come in the pits this lap. He's going to have to, surely. And he does. So he should have come in maybe a lap earlier, but he still had a little bit of time over Cutler. D-Dot also stopping out as well. He may do another stop before the end of this one. See, tyres on. It's all or nothing now then for Pajonski. 9 seconds back from Cutler as he leaves the pit entrance, but that is going to stretch up a little bit by the time he gets up to race pace. Sits at 10 seconds then. Fresh set of softs on board for Pajonski to have a go at. Cutler just starting to see the tyre wear show up on his, but we know he can make those last a bloody long time. 4.5 seconds he's now got over D-Dot. Has got 5.5 over Pajonski, but those fresher tyres will come into play now. Millerman fourth on those softs. Again, he may stick another set on before the end of this race. 15 minutes to go. Yeah, I don't think you're going to make those last 15 minutes. Dusky and Aldo, 5th and 6th. Bumper to bumper down here as they head down towards Surtees. Rob Scott looking to get in on the action as well. A fresh set of softs on board for him now in 7th. There is that battle in front between Aldo and Dusky. Dusky putting his car in the middle of the track then, not making it easy for Aldo. 1.4 seconds back for Rob Scott, and closing 1.3. Again, those fresh softs just going to grip so much better than the mediums. Gets it down to 1.2, down Dingle, into Sheen. Oh, a little wiggle there from Dusky. He's just kept it on the track. Scott is closing up on this battle here. 0.8 of a second. Jake. Nope, crash again. Well, you've got plenty of time left. Get yourself in the pits, get repaired, fresh set of tyres, burn some of that fuel off, and then go for it again. In the meantime, Aldo's looking to slot one up the inside of Dusky down the start-finish straight. Maybe goes a little bit wide. No, he doesn't. Dusky unable to come back at him, but Aldo's holding the inside line into Druids. Rob Scott's thinking I'll have the Perry around the outside. Thank you very much. Ooh, a little bit of contact between Dusky and Rob Scott. I think that's due to the different tyre compounds. You can see how loose these minis are. Aldo slow through there then. Dusky coming back at him into Surtees. And Rob Scott just thinking, will you two get out of the way? Slides one up the inside of Dusky there then. Those softer tyres just working well, able to pull that car tighter into the turn. He is now in front of Dusky and in the slipstream of Aldo in front. Shouldn't be too long before he gets this position either. Again, closes up through Hawthorns. Ooh, wheel on the grass there for Rob Scott as well. Aldo just holding on to this 5th and 13 minutes remaining. Loose through there for Aldo. The Doobie wagon as Rob Scott carries the speed through. He backs off, allows Rob Scott to take that position. Millerman comes in the pits this lap though. Alien Swift is off track in the background. Where are we here then? Where are we here? Pajonsky leading. Has Cutler come in, stuck a fresh set on? Yes, he has. 3.3 seconds down. So he did take the lead of the race when Pajonsky came in. Dida also came through. Both have been in for a fresh set of softs, and now the attack is on to try and take that top spot off of Pajonsky. 2.9 seconds the gap. 12 minutes remaining. Jake, man. So Pajonsky's tyres are only actually a lap. What are they? A lap older? 47. Yeah, 2 laps older. Sorry. He has just put in fastest lap of the race. I'm on 38.130. So there's your time to beat, Jake. Cutler brings that time down to 2.7. Is it close enough? 11.5 minutes remaining. D-Dot pretty much out of this fight at the minute, 6 seconds down. He's in the championship fight with Cutler, so he could really do with overtaking Cutler, but he's a long way back to try and do that. Rob Scott then holding 4th. 14.3 back in the chocolate wagon. Doubtful he's going to be on the podium tonight, not without a great big crash from one of the top 3. Aldo then looking to come back, just 0.8 of a second down on those mediums. Dusky well out of it now, 1.6 seconds down, so out of the slipstream range of those two drivers. DMK 10 and Millerman battling it out for 7th and 8th. I think Millerman's going to get it. Oh, wrong way. Millerman on the fresher set of softs, so just able to carry a little bit more speed through the turn than DK10. Into 70 goes, DMK down to 8th, Old Crawler in 9th, Hulky 10th, Alien Swift, Damage. Keep at it, Jake, keep at it. Didn't crash once over 3 hours of practice, that's the worst bit. Stick the mediums on. No, should have stuck the mediums on. Why have you taken on board fuel? That was, don't need to do that. You're never going to get fastest lap with that much fuel on. So, back up the front then. Podjonsky still holding that lead. That gap has come down though to 2.3 seconds. We're down to 9.5 minutes. Gap down to 2 seconds and below. Cutler is on an absolute stomp here at the end of this race. He wants that top spot off of Podjonsky. Purple sectors. Podjonsky, he's forget where you are in the championship, but I know you're behind Cutler and D-Dot. So maximum points required here for Podjonsky as well. There is the Probinator. Just staying out of the way. Car repaired now though. 1.7 seconds the gap. Again, that tyre wear starting to show on Podjonsky's tyres. Cutler second, then D-Dot. Oh, D-Dot sideways for third. Yeah, it's as easy as that. Wheel on the grass and around you go. So Rob Scott 14.8 seconds down. Again, it's going to take a great big crash from D-Dot or someone for him to make that time up. Well, there is that little mistake from D-Dot has cost him about 4 seconds. While he's getting control and then getting back up to speed. Any more of those and Rob Scott will be able to close that gap up. Aldo then 3.1 seconds down now. Dusky another 2 seconds down in 6th. Millerman 7th, 4 seconds back. DK10 in 8th, just 1.2 seconds back from Millerman. Old Crawler another 20 seconds back. Hulky 36 seconds back. And Alien Swift on for his... No. Yeah, stick the mediums on, Jake. Try those. I know in one of the other races people were saying that the softs were just rubbish. They're just uncontrollable versus the mediums. He's gone for the mediums. He's taken the smoker's advice. He's going to go mediums next time I crash. Didn't add fuel, just fix the car. Ah, okay. So gap between the top two down to 1.2 seconds. 7 minutes remaining. Can Podjonsky hold on to it? It's going to take a lap or two's more before Cutler is right up behind Podjonsky. I say that as Podjonsky ditches it almost. He's pushing then, trying to keep himself in front of Cutler, but it might be costing him. Gap down to a second. Still a second between them. Silly speedo in kilometres an hour. What kind of measurements that? Oof, Cutler exploring those track limits as well. Gap down to just under a second. Six minutes remaining. Can Podjonsky hold on to this top spot? Gap still at a second between these two. Cutler though goes for a tighter line through there. Keeps the gap out a second. D-Dot well out of it now. 16.5 seconds down is D-Dot. Cutler getting a couple of wheels on the grass. That's not going to help his cause out. Oh, they're dirty through there as well. That's cost him a little bit. He's managed to keep the power in though. It's 0.6 of a second the gap. Right in the slipstream now. Pajonsky's going to do well to hold on to this top spot. .4 of a second. Well, at least you've not crashed, Alien Swift. Back on the softs though, you're not liking the mediums, no. Oh, Pajonsky. Just catch him, having to go defensive of an attack from Cutler. Cutler has another think about the inside at Graham Hill. He's in the perfect position here to get a move done up this back straight. Again, Pajonsky just putting his car exactly where it needs to be. But he's going to be hard fought to hold this position down here. Holding that inside line though, it's not going to make it easy for Cutler. Cutler thinking about going for a move on the grass, but Pajonsky's holding it. They're side by side as they come into Hawthorns. Side by side on the way out. Pajonsky's just going to hold it into this next turn as well. Oof. Whoa. Gets himself pointing in the right direction for Sheen Curve and holds that lead again. 3.5 minutes remaining for Pajonsky. He's got his work cut out for these next couple of laps, that's for sure. Onto this start finish straight, not as close as he was before, about 0.4 of a second. Is it going to be enough? 3 minutes on the race timer then. It's going to give them 2 more laps. Pajonsky's tyres screaming at him at the minute. Cutler's tyres saying, yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, I'll cope with that. Pajonsky having to go defensive again. Cutler nearly slot one up the inside there too. Fastest lap on now for the Probinator. Hold on to this, Pajonsky. It's going to be the drive of all drives. Again, Cutler all over the back end of Pajonsky as they head up this back straight. Looks to run around the outside for a second time here. Contact. Again, Pajonsky just keeping the boot in. Himself in front, but this battle is allowing, is that Hulky or Dusky in the background? Still Pajonsky holds that top spot. That's Hulky in the background in 10th. He's managed to close, these two overtook him a while ago. He's managed to close the gap back up with the defensive lines that Pajonsky's had to take. 1 minute 30 left on the clock. This is it then, last lap coming up. It's all or nothing now for Cutler. Have a quick flick through the order. D-Dot then third, but miles down. Alien Swift on his fastest lap challenge now. Rob Scott in 4th. How far back? 8.5 back from D-Dot, so very unlikely he's going to be on the podium. Millerman in 5th. Got Dusky in 6th. He's been harassed by Aldo though, just 0.8 of a second back in 7th. DMK DK10 4 seconds back in 8th. Old Crawler 30 seconds back in 9th. Hulky 10th, another 30 seconds back. Oh, I've missed the move. I've missed the move. Alien Swift then on his fastest lap attempt. Cutler has got himself in front on this very final lap. nothing Podjonsky can do about that now. His tyres just in too bad a condition to try and put the pressure back on Cutler. Yeah, Cutler's just able to stretch out with those fresher tyres. Oh, Hulky in the background, running a bit wide. Does keep it on track though. D-Dot got Alien Swift for company at the minute, but 3rd and 11th, so no position changes there then. So it's Dusky and Aldo really. Oh, Aldo's just made his way past Dusky. Nobody else really close on track, but here comes Cutler to take the win here tonight in the endurance. He's left it till the very last minute, but he's taken the win nonetheless. 1.3 seconds in the end over Podjonsky. It's a good drive, Podjonsky. It just didn't quite work out for you. D-Dot then is going to come home to take 3rd. Had a really good effort, tried to hold on to those top 2, but little mistake set in the last stint. Probinator just smashing into the wall. Rob Scott takes 4th then. Millerman going to come home for 5th position. Backwards. Aldo is going to take 6th. Backwards. Dusky takes 7th. Boring. DMK DK 10. Backwards. Ooh, straight into the camera. Old Crawler. Just a couple of turns to go. So we've already had Ulky finish the race. We've already had the Probinator finish the race. Didn't manage his fastest lap challenge. And Old Crawler then coming through to take the final position tonight, 9th. There it is. Nobody ran out of fuel either. Amazing. Cutler then taking the win tonight. That's going to stretch his gap out between him and D-Dot. Let me just flick over to those scores quickly and have a look where they're going to be. Ish. So Cutler, D-Dot, Podjonsky. Yeah. Is that going to put Podjonsky ahead of D-Dot? Oof, I don't know. Rob Scott, that's good points on the board for him. 4th. That's going to chuck him up the table a little bit for next week. So yeah, some good racing. Yeah, I see that, Jack. Fastest lap didn't happen. Never mind. Right, let's have a quick look, find out where we are next week. What am I looking for? There you go. Tinternet, you donut. Let's have a look where we're going to be next week. Tsukuba circuit. So we are a week out. We did take a week off for the Valentine's break. I think we're a lap. Are we a race down anyway? No, I don't think we are we? No, I'm thinking of the Team Oliver Racing GR3 League. The lobby just wasn't working, so we had to cancel that one. Podjonsky saying that was a nail biter. Nice racing, everybody. Yeah. Millerman, great stuff. Wrong strap for him though. Cutler, no problem at all. Just saying thank you for the streaming. He's also sweating buckets as well. I'm not surprised after that race. So yes, next week, Tsukuba circuit. Back for the sprint races as well. That's also a tricky little corner, tricky little circuit. 3 hairpins in it. Some tight 90 degrees and things like that. We'll see how they get on. So yeah, 3 15-minute sprint races next week for the Chewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup, and then one more round after that. I myself am back on Wednesday night, same time, 8:30 for the Team Oliver Racing GR3 League. I'm then back on Friday night at 9 o'clock for the MRC's GTTCC. Sunday night for the P1 boys and their Sunday night GR3 League. I'm not sure if that's the last round actually. And then back same time, same place for Tsukuba for the minis next week. So Wednesday 8:30, Friday 9 o'clock, Sunday 9 o'clock, and Monday at 8:30. That's what we've got going on. So that's pretty much going to be it from me. If you want to help my channel out, you can get yourself over to buymeacoffee.com/dartsmoke and drop donations on there. Or if you actually want something for your money, rather than just a shout out, for a similar price, if you hit me up at dartsmoke@googlemail.com, I can send you out a couple of stickers for a very similar price. All t-shirts available as well, so stickers are £3 a pair, free postage, and t-shirts at £22 plus one free sticker and free postage on those as well. Hit me up, darksmoker@googlemail.com, or like I say, via the Facebook page. Other than that, I hope you have liked what you've watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dartsmoker. I'm out of here.